How would you like it if you got offered a gig where you only had to go to 12 meetings a year and they paid you $200,000 a year? Roughly 20 grand a meeting. You get superannuation with that, some fine claret, collegiality, prestige. What are we talking here? We're talking a non-executive director at a major corporation. It's a beautiful gig. Now, what would you say if it was so cushy, this gig, that you could get done for money laundering on $1 billion scale, washing billions of dollars for Chinese triads through your casino, and then help yourself to a pay rise? Welcome to Star Entertainment, the operator of the Sydney Casino. But directors, of course, none of them have even been suspended from duties for a week. None of them have got a director's ban or any of that really harsh penalty stuff. But they've had to put an administrator in and they've been fined $100 million. Now, the way the press is run on this is it's a record fee, just like Westpac with its $1.3 billion breaches of money laundering laws. They got ordered to pay $1 billion or so. And that was framed as a record penalty too. But when you look at it, what sort of penalty is this? Star City makes $1.5 billion a year, roughly, in revenue. That means the $100 million fine is actually less than a month's trading. That's 1/15 of the annual revenue. So it might be a record, but let's face it, it's a drop in the ocean. And the people actually responsible for this are the directors of the company, because the way corporations work is that the fiduciary duty or the legal duty where the buck stops is with the company directors. And that's why the company directors lobby always say they need to be paid the big bucks, because they face potential penalties and they face prosecution for the things that go on underneath them. Now, it should be said in their favour, these guys, the directors of Star City and indeed Crown Resorts as well, these guys didn't actually walk in with the Chinese drug money or the Chinese triad money and wash it through the roulette tables themselves, but they actually had the legal responsibility. So we've got a system that's a bit broken here, because not one of them in the casino duopoly, not one director has been suspended from being a company director, despite systemic criminality going on underneath them. So the fact that they're ultimately responsible for the corporation, for this limited liability corporation, really amounts to nothing in real terms, because none of them ever lose their jobs. Such is the power of the company directors lobby. Now, the irony, of course, here too is with this $100 million fine or supplementary payment to the New South Wales government, that's not actually paid by directors, of course. And whose money is it? It's the shareholders' money. And who are the shareholders in Star Entertainment? Like Crown Resorts, it's listed on the ASX, on the share market. And so most of the shareholders are super funds. It's our money. We are paying the fine. Okay, it gets washed back through government, and the casino regulators have taken this unprecedented step of suspending Star's licence to operate. But effectively, it's like a little parole situation, because what they've done here is they said, we'll appoint an administrator until such time as we can be sufficiently comfortable that you boys and girls have been good boys and girls. We will let you have your casino back, and it's off to the races once more.